And welcome one and welcome all inside the broadcast. Thank you for joining in. This is Baseball's production of high school baseball right here from Boone. The beautiful backdrop for our Class 3A battle here tonight in doubleheader action between the Saydel Eagles and the Boone Toreadors. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, for jumping on in and tuning in with us. As always, this broadcast brought to you in part by the great folks at the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Make sure to check them out today. Great atmosphere, great food. I guarantee you they are the place you'll want to be if you're not here at the game, that is. So make sure to check them out today at the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse, whether it's on social media or check them out online. Just hit them up, Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse online. Hey, get some reservations there and have a great time. They help bring us these multi-camera sets for you as we are all across the field here. From every venue we can try to get this and make this happen for you, we do. And again, Log Cabin helps to power that here for us. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again as we continue to rock. Again, I am Andrew Brown. Happy to be with you here as we continue. This is our one and only pregame report brought to you by the great folks at Insulights. Check them out at insulights.com. That's INSULIGHTS. They're the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away, and truly, it couldn't be any better. If you have an electric fence, it's pick, place, and watch it work. From the comforts of your car, no, let me take that back. The comforts of your own home. You have more things to do with your time now instead of checking to see if your electric fence is working. So make sure to check them out today at insulights.com. Tell them IA Baseball sent you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it here in our Insulights.com pregame show. And we're going to start things off by taking a look at what these two teams will look like defensively as you see Saydel getting their warm-ups here in. We'll take a look first as it takes the time to bring up at the Saydel Eagles defense right now. And of course, it looks like this. It's James Townsley doing the hurling on the mound here today. He'll be throwing to Blake Fish behind the dish. Cam Jorgensen sits at first while Braden Boston is the second baseman. Brady Hicks will get his chance at short here today, followed by Adam Mine doing his duties at third. Landon Soma in left, followed by Chase Sharp in center, and Ryan Van Houten will be doing the duties in right field for today's contest. And of course, let's move on over to Boone defense. The Toreadors will look like this. Reed Carr will be doing the duties on the mound, hurling the ball to Noah Davies behind the plate. Cole Bowers will be at first, Ryan Bowers at second. Dylan England, nationally known, he'll be looked at the shortstop position. Tyler Lindahl will be at the hot corner in third. Landon Youngblood will be in left field, followed by Luke Moore in center, and Tate Carlson will be in right field. And, of course, as we look at the defensive look, we're going to look at the batting order for each team. And as we do so, again, this help brought to you by the great folks at Insulights at Insulights.com. Saydel, the visiting team, will look like this. Braden Boston will be in the number 1 spot, wearing number 1, followed by the number 2 hole man, wearing number 2, Turner Bennett. He'll be the DH in today's contest. Excuse me. Ryan Van Houten will be at the hot corner. He'll be wearing number 5 and the number 3 hole. In the cleanup spot, Cam Jorgensen wearing number 24, followed by the pitching phenom, Brady Hicks. He'll be at short, but he'll be wearing number 7 today, followed by the pitcher in James Townsley. Blake Fish will wrap up the next spot, followed by the 8-hole man in Adam Mine, and Chase Sharp will go ahead and round out the lineup for the Eagles in the second leadoff spot. And we'll move on over to the Boone Toreadors, and their look will be like this. Luke Moore starts it off, followed by Noah Davies. Dylan England making a really dynamic, impactful 1-2-3 for the Toreadors. He'll be followed by Tate Carlson in the cleanup spot, Cole Bowers will be in the number 5 hole. In the 6 hole, Tyler Lindahl, followed by Ryan Bowers and the DH Drew Hayworth. And then it will end up with the number 9 hole man and Landon Youngblood out there in left field. So as we go ahead, as always, make sure to like, subscribe. Please spread the word as we go through. And again, appreciate you coming along. Those are what we're going to be looking like on the field here today. But also wanted to take you through what will be the matchup between these two teams. We'll go ahead and bring you here first. The series brought to you by Casmium Sports as they help us bring us all of our stats throughout the 2025 season. And of course, we'll look at last year, both these teams, 20 plus wins, 20-15 for Boone, 8-7 in conference. It marked their 12th 20-plus win season since 2007. Likewise for Saydel, 25 wins, their 9th since that 07 mark. In this overall series, though, Boone has the edge 7-3, although it was Saydel to take last year's one-game battle. So they took the 2024 mark. And, of course, looking at these two teams, they both fell in the second round of the sub-state tournament. Of course, Boone falling to red-hot Algona at the time, and, Saydel falling to a really hot team as well in Gilbert. But what do they got in pursuit of making it to that coveted state tournament? They got a lot of returners. Saydel brings back 3 batters of 30-plus total bases, including Adam Mine, Ryan Van Houten, and Chase Sharp, as you can see there. Adam looking at 51 total bases returned. On the other side of it, 5 of 30 or more total bases for the Toradors, including Tyler Lindahl at 31, and the leader at Noah Davies with 79 from last year. And he, of course, gives us what we're looking at for our mark here. So again, that is what we look at here. And of course, as we look at the returning pitching side of things, man, it's going to be a battle here too. Saydel with the slight edge because they bring back Mine, Hicks, and Van Houten, all who had varsity experience from last year. Of course, Mine with 100 strikeouts there, Van Houten and Hicks. We'll get to see Townsley, who has been highly coveted. He'll get to start game 1 here. On the other side of it, Walker Smith, Reed Carr tied with Smith for the leader in, and again, strikeouts coming into this season from last year. So that's where he's looking at there. That's the pitching matchup side of things.
Coaches and players to show respect for the opposing team.
And of course, as we take a look at both of these two teams, the road so far, let's go ahead and start with the Saydel Eagles here. And you can see with the Eagles, they started out with a win versus Newton to start the year. And their only loss has come in a doubleheader split with Gilbert. But since then, it has been doubleheader sweeps of West Marshall and Perry, followed by a win over Greene County, as that is our road so far, brought to you by Insolites. Make sure to check them out today at insolites.com. And of course, I can't go without looking on the other side of things as well. The road so far for the Boone Toradors brought to you by the Batting Donut. Make sure to sweeten your swing with the Batting Donut. 9 and 16 ounce varieties here. Again, baseball to the core. Help it out and look good doing it. The Batting Donut. Check yours out today at thebattingdonut.com. So again, the Toradors have looked like this. They started the year with a wild game at Des Moines Christian. 14-13, they came out on top. And that was followed by a win over Clear Lake, a road win over Perry, and their only loss, a road win at Ballard. And Ballard's starting to be that up-and-coming team, and they're making quite the push here this season. And, of course, they followed that up with a road win against Ogden and a very impressive doubleheader win over ADM, 18-0 and 8-7 was the mark there. And absolutely a strong outing, regardless, however you want to look at it. This Torador team has been hot to start the 2025 campaign. So again, that has been a look at your road so far, brought to you by Insolites and the Batting Donut at battingdonut.com. Make sure to check that out today. So again, as always, we love comments, thoughts, more. Hey, hit us up here, as I am Andrew Brown, giving you the balls and strikes and really everything here for you. We got a ton to get here to today, so we're going to dive into that. But first and foremost, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it will be time, ladies and gentlemen, to get things rocking. It's Boone, it's Saydel, after this, right here on the iBaseball Network.
Hitting fifth and playing shortstop, number 7, Brady Hicks. Pitching for the Eagles, batting sixth, number 4, James Townsley. Catching and batting seventh, number 6, Blake Fish. Batting eighth, third base.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the Batting Donut. That's right here. The Batting Donut, I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online, or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that iBaseball sent you.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects.
From learning how to build relationships
and healthy lifestyles,
and gain self-esteem and confidence.
Make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to kick things off here as we get ready to rock. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, for making this a part of your day. As always, Andrew Brown here on the call. Happy to rock it with you. If you're ready to rock it with me, we got a big game here. Both teams just a loss under their belt so far in the season. And again, this is a series that has been on the edge of the Torador 7-3, but man, there's a lot of hype surrounding both of these teams here this year who are looking to make deep postseason runs. On one end of it, you got Boone, who is just an offensive juggernaut right now. They have been multiple games of 10 or more runs this season, and they've been proven that they can do it with the bats. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, a lot has been liked about what the Saydel Eagles pitching staff is going to bring to the table. And certainly, again, with Townsley coming on in from Southeast Polk, of course, you got Hicks, you got really a good group of hurlers who's going to make it interesting. So however you look at it, however you want to ride this one, it's going to be fun. So let's dive right into it here, shall we? And again, Andrew Brown here with you. Again, any comments, thoughts, more, let us know. Hit us up. As always, make sure to get thinking now about your performance of the week. So get it in. Every Saturday we bring up the list of everybody that has been nominated, and then Sunday it's your turn to vote.
Number 1, Braden Boston.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Braden Boston getting the chance to rock it here as we get ready and rolling. It is Saydel taking on Boone, and we're getting ready with first pitch coming up right now. That one shot left side, foul ball.
5:01 p.m. with game time temperature of 75 degrees.
So the 0-1 count here as we get rocking here. Braden Boston stepping on up to the plate. Wisely lays off that one to even it up. Boston so far on the year, the sophomore with 11 total bases, batting .400 entering today's game. And he takes that one on the edge. That'll be for strike 2. And the breaker gets hit hard. That's left field. That'll find its way into the outfield gap. And there it goes, ladies and gentlemen. He'll turn around. To second he goes. And there it is. That's how you start things off. Braden Boston with a stand-up double, as now he stands in scoring position and bringing up Turner Bennett to the plate. One of the things that, as we look at keys to the game here for this, if you're gonna be Saydel, you're gonna want to get out early. You're gonna want to hit them hard offensively because you know you can lean pretty well on that defense and pitching. But you can start off good against there. You know what? That'll be one of the ways to try and stay in this game here with Boone. Bennett takes a look at that one, and that one gets hit. That will be out there in center. There will be no play coming to third. As that will be a fly out to center. And Ryan Van Houten stepping up to the plate here for the first time. Van Houten, the senior, batting .250, 10 total bases, has driven in 6. That breaker, nice bite to it, but too far outside the zone, 0-1. And both of these teams with just one mark in the loss column this season. That will change here, potentially a split or two. A nice breaker. That one finds its way in the zone and evens up at 1-1. The set, now the fire. That one not quite in the zone. And if you're Boone, key is really get that pitching up. I mean, honestly, this has been a solid pitching staff that if you can go toe-to-toe with the other side of it, then you really got a chance to take these Eagles. That one chopped right side. Nice pick and fire. And Bowers to Bauer connection will create out number 2. But in the end, it does put a runner on to third. And so with 2 down, Cam Jorgensen will get the chance to get up. And he'll try and get something rolling here and do so working with 2 down. Well, that one found the outer edge, 0-1. That one wisely lays off. We even it up now at 1 apiece. That one shot left side. That'll be fair, and that'll be the first run of the game. Cam Jorgensen strikes hot and hits them where they aimed. A nice diving attempt by Lindahl, but unable to get there. And that will be the first run of the game as Saydel takes the lead 1-0.
Next up, the shortstop, number 7, Brady.
And now that'll bring up Brady Hicks. Trying to get something rolling here. He shoots that one foul for strike one. So thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, to the broadcast. As always, happy to be with you. Happy to be having some good Iowa high school ball here on a Thursday. That one low and away finds the zone, 0-2. So 0-2 here the count. Hicks looking to remain alive. The pitch, that one on a slow chopper left side. And take a look, ladies and gentlemen, we got a pink batting order here. Reminds me a little bit of the Party Animals. You ever see what goes down there in Savannah, Georgia? That one also chopped left side. So staying alive here, Brady Hicks. Talking with Coach during the preseason tour, Coach Gebhardt, and he said he really made a lot of strides when it came to just putting bat on ball, really finding the sweet spot of the barrel, and overall just improving his hitting IQ. And it's already shown right now. He's fighting off the pitches he needs to fight off. Meanwhile, Carr trying to get his first strikeout of the game. Nice done by Davies to try and frame it, but in the end, it goes for a 1-2 count. And that one gets away. They do got to complete the play. The throw will be in time, and so they get it. So capture the first one here of the game, and out number 3, here we go. But not before the Saydel Eagles struck first. They had the advantage in this one, 1-0. And when we get the chance to come on back for the bottom half, more Davies, England, getting Boone rocking when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects.
From learning how to build relationships
and healthy lifestyles.
And gain self-esteem and confidence.
Make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. Thanks again for making this part of your day. As always, thoughts, concerns, laughs, fun, all that. Let us know as more stepping on up to the plate here for the first time in this one. And again, as we got James Townsley on the mound, that one is rocketed out into right field. But nicely done on the run, as that will be a first pitch fly out to right. Van Houten will officially take that one. And now it's Noah Davies to get things rocking here with one down. So first pitch, trying to jump on him early. That may be kind of the mindset here. That one shot right up the middle. A nice play by Hicks. The throw. Did he get him? No. A heck of a play, though, as he had a range almost right on top of second base to snag that. In the end, a hard throw, but Davies is fast runner, and Davies with the infield single. And now the hard-hitting Dylan England stepping on up. And you got to watch out for what Davies can bring on to the base pass here. Always tough. And the first pitch here to England is too far up and away, ball one. Runner taken off. There will be a throw. Is it in time? It is, but it just gets away. Unfortunately, there is no tag applied, and so therefore we will have a runner into scoring position here for the Choradors. Both teams with a claim to such here in the very first inning. And England with the 2-0 count. Fires that one back out of play, 2-1. Davies stands on second. He's already been walked 12 times this year. Hasn't really had as much chances to try and take it deep or anything like that. He's been walked quite a bit, 12 times. Again, in the top third of all 3A batters here in the state. That one taken for a strike. Townsley with the look. He'll fire home. That one is shot on a slow roller out to Hicks. He'll pick and fire over there to first. And they'll nab the runner at first. So both teams now, though, will have had the option, had the chance to have runners at third. And now Tate Carlson stepping on up to the plate. And now there's dancing out there at third. Davies always keeps you on your toes for sure. Always keeps you guessing just a little bit here, but nonetheless, we continue on with a one-strike count. Townsley looking to get out of this one here. Both teams have had a runner on third in this first inning. That one dialed in for a strike. Can Tate Carlson trying to get something rolling here for the Toradors. He looks at one outside, lays off ball one. Ken Townsley out of Southeast, originally from Southeast Polk, is come on to take some action here in Saydel, and he picks up his first strikeout of the game as he does so on the number 4 batter of the inning. And with that, there was one hit, one stolen base, but no runs, and it's still an advantage Saydel after one inning of play as we continue to rock on. Again, make sure to check out our High and Tight program every week. We're going to make sure they're Monday or Tuesday. We'll let you know, but usually Mondays, where we go ahead and reveal our performance of the week, as well as revealing our highlight plays we have picked that we really like, so keep sending those, as well as some really cool conversations along the way, as we will get so with coaches, players, and everybody in between. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this here on the iBaseball Network.
In Iowa, we are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities to get involved in at our schools.
Athletics and activities have so many positive effects.
From learning how to build relationships
and healthy lifestyles.
And gain self-esteem and confidence.
Make participation a priority. You and your school will benefit.
For Saydel, the pitcher.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. Thanks again for joining us, tuning into the broadcast. Andrew Brown here, helping you along as we get ready and rocking here. The second inning starts with James Townsley trying to help out his own cause here as we get rocking. And again, we are at the top of inning number 2. And now we have evened up the count here at 1 apiece. And that one, a rope out there to left field. An atom ball will be all that said. England will take care of that one. Trying to help his own cause just a little bit there, but in the end, he gets set down for out number 1 on the lineout.
Next up, the catcher number 6, Blake Fish.
And of course, that will bring up Blake Fish to the docket here. Looking to get his first action in this one, and looks at that one low for ball 1. Fish this season batting .217, 6 total bases on the docket. Fouls that one back here, now 1-1. So as always, appreciate coming along. Again, more thoughts and more. Hit this up. That one shot high. That one is right out there in mid-center field. And that will be a camped out catch by Moore.
Next up, the third
as
baseman, number 3, Adam Mine.
As the fly out here to center will bring up Adam Mine to the plate. Mine so far batting .182 with 9 total bases on the season. And that is a slow roller out there to short, and that eats up England just a bit. And it will not be a quick 1-2-3 inning here for the Toreador defense, as the error will allow Chase Sharp to get onto the base pass here. Keeping them honest over there at first, excuse me. Again, a beautiful venue. Memorial Park is always a fun place to be. Always a fun place to come by and catch some baseball. That one got away from him just a bit there. Brings it a 1-0 count. Sharp on the year. .261, also 9 total bases. He hits that one high, and that will be out of play. Yeah. And the Eagles so far this season, they have had a couple of really good games, a string of good games, as that one also hit foul. Again, they just got done with an 11-0 rout over Greene County, and that was followed by preceded by a huge doubleheader against West Marshall, in which they swept the Trojans, and a road doubleheader against Perry. And that one's fouled. So plenty of action here for both of these teams. Again, Saydel has shown the offense as of the last 3 outings that they have been to. And they've already started here with a 1-0 lead. Reed Carr, the strikeout leader from last year, a returning strikeout leader, and that one shot right into the gap. And now coming around to third, the play, the throw, it's got him. What a play in the outfield. You got the cannons to work with. Might as well use them. Tried to send mine all the way around and head to third. In the end, it cost them. And now with that, despite the error and a runner onto the base pass, not much happening. And with that, it will now head to the bottom half of the inning in which we get Bowers, Lindahl, Bowers. When we come back, it's still Saydel 1, Boone nothing, and we'll be back after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. Thanks for tuning in as we get rocking here. Cole Bowers is the leadoff man here in the bottom half of inning number 2. Boone looking to erase the 1-0 deficit they find themselves in here. And he shoots that one high, and that will be playable in shallow center field. Coming on strong will be Sharp, and he'll call it off for the catch and out number 1. The second straight inning that the Eagles have forced a first pitch swing and out. And now Tyler Lindahl stepping on up to the plate. And that look to fire. That one's too far out of the zone here. Ball 1. And Tyler Lindahl coming into this game batting .200, 3 total bases, has walked 5 times, 4 RBIs, and takes a strike there. So again, the 1-0 Saydel advantage here early on in this one after a Cam Jorgensen RBI single in the top half of the first. Look, now the fire. That one sails a bit high. He evens that count up. Again, Saydel took the last game between these two squads last year, but it's been Boone in the overall series 7-3. That one's laced right side, but foul. So here we go, a little bit shaded right side here for the outfield for Saydel. Normal depth. Here's the pitch. That one's on the inner side. Thought about swinging on that one in the end. We bring it full 3-2. First full count of the game. And both teams have had at least one hit so far in this game. And with that, that will go for ball 4, and we'll put the runner onto the base pass. So both teams can also now claim that both teams have had at least one runner onto the base pass as Lindahl gets the walk. And now Ryan Bowers comes on up to the plate. He'll get the chance to try and get something rolling here himself. Batting .333, has driven in 2. Only has a couple strikeouts under his belt. And this is the 11th meeting in the series, dating back to when Bounce stats back in 2007 season. Townsley with the fall. That one tried to catch him letter high, but not quite in the zone. 2-0. And this broadcast brought to you in part by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Make sure to check them out. Hop, skip, and a jump outside the Dubuque area. That one painted the corner nicely here. We go 2-1 with the count. And Boone, for the last couple of years, has had a good core of guys and really a good, strong offensive lineup here. And we're already seeing that this season as Bowers will swing through that one for a strike. And they've used that offense this season to get out of jams or just really get ahead. So they've really used that offense as a true weapon that it is. And that one's out in there into center. A nice job fighting his way off from 2 strikes as Bowers will get the single. First hit of the inning. And now it'll be Drew Hayworth stepping on plate. The designated hitter in for the pitcher in Reed Carr. So we have 2 runners on here, the biggest opportunity that Boone has had so far, and the number 8 hole man, and again, Hayworth stepping on up to the plate. That one in the dirt, runner taken off to third. There will be a throw, but that'll get into the outfield, and now we're headed on home, and there will be no throw home to the plate. And with that, that makes it all tied here at 1 apiece. That's a ball. Wild pitch. Yep. And got the second. So with the wild pitch and now an even slate here, we continue on here with Hayworth's at bat as he now looks at a 2-1 count. That one sailing too far up out. So the runner on second. Lindahl stands on second. Bowers stands on second. Lindahl was the scoring one to tie it up at 1 apiece. And we have a 3-1 count. The look and the fire. That one, nice swing, but couldn't connect on that one. We bring it full here. Townsley looking for that second strikeout here of the game. But Hayworth looking for his first knock here in this twin bill. That one, a slow roller. Has to play it behind the dish. Fish with a nice strong throw, and he'll get him at first. And that will be out number 2. And that will now bring up Brandon Youngblood to the plate. The number 9 hole man with his first shot up here. Again, second inning that we have had a Boone runner on to third. Again, following the wild throws, that allowed the runner to hit on over to home. That one nails in there for the strike here. And both of these teams looking to remain with just 1 loss on the season. Saydel out of the heart of Iowa. That one is shot right side on a 3-hopper. The pick, the fire from Boston will get him. And that is how you end the threat right there. Boone gets a hit, but they're unable to push across a run as they do push across a run in the process, unable to add another run into the mix here. But nonetheless, it is still all evened up at 1 apiece as we keep rocking right along. Hey, don't forget, this broadcast helped and brought in part by Insolites. Insolites.com helping to bring our pregame report and more. So make sure to check them out today. If you have an electric fence and you don't want to shock yourself to test if it's working, if you don't want to have to go through a lot of extra work, you know what? Just get the great folks at Insulites a call. That's right. Give them a shout out. INSULIGHTS online. Hit them up and get you some. And hey, have peace of mind with simplicity. Check them out today at insulites.com. All right, we'll be back right after this.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here. The batting donut, I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you coming on for the ride. Again, as we kick off the top of inning number 3, we do so as we continue to rock with Saydel, and they're trying to add yet another run onto the mix here. And they do so at the top of their lineup in Braden Boston, who doubled in his first time up. Later came around to score as the only run of the game so far for the Eagles. That one is laced into the outfield, and there you go. Braden Boston with 2 trips successfully to the base pass there. And now they'll bring up the DH here in Turner Bennett, who flew out to center his last time up. And the ball gets away, and now we're heading off to second. Boston, second trip to the base pass, second time that he gets to stand on second. So now Saydel with a chance here, nobody down. And a chance to add the lead once more. Carr on the mound for the Toreadors. Pitch. Bunt attempt laid down, pulled back. In the end, strike. And the tag applied, not in time though, trying to keep him honest over there at second. Again, Boston did later come around to score in his first trip up to the plate. And the play has to be made. Successful bunt laid down. That's how you draw it up. Turner Bennett, a successful sacrifice, brings up Ryan Van Houten to the plate.
That's up the right fielder, number 5, Ryan Van Houten.
So with that, they traded out for a runner on third. A very successful bunt. And we still have just one down. And the number 3 hole hitter looking to grab his first hit of the ball game. Carr with the fire there. And gets one on the outer edge. Paints the corner for 0-1. Both teams have had frequent flyer miles at third. That one, a rocket shot off the glove of England, who was playing in on the grass. And in the end, that one scoots out to left field. And another run in the lead here for the Saydel Eagles. So Van Houten drives in a run as Cam Jorgensen is getting his next shot up. He singled home the first run of the game back in the very first inning. That one is shot high, and that one's going back. That one's taking him towards the warning track, and it's gone. That one kept flying and moving and had wings, and it ended up taking it out of here. Cam Jorgensen plates 2 more, and Saydel improves their lead here in the top half of inning number 3. So count it a 4-1 advantage as Cam Jorgensen goes yard for the 2 runs. And now Brady gets his shot up and laces that one left side. Call it fair, as that one will head to the fence, and Hicks looking to get a double out of it, and he does. So back-to-back extra bases and make that bird. There you go. Give that celebration as James Townsley stepping on up to the plate. So with 1 down, they've done quite a bit, plating 3 here in this inning. And Townsley looking to add his bat into the mix. That one right up the middle from whence it came. Will they send the runner? And they will. Brady Hicks coming around third. There will be the throw. It's offline and not in time. There you go. Another run. Make it 4 have crossed in the inning for the Saydel Eagles, who now lead it 5-1. And we will have a conversation on the mound. Have a quick conversation on the mound. And really, you don't want this one to get out of hand for sure. Although I don't, as it sees right there, not the chance to take him out right now. Certainly a lot going on.
Saydel at first base will be number 8, Shane Scott.
And Shane Scott will be doing the base running duties onto the base pass for Saydel. Again, the inning started with a Braden Boston single. He later came around to score a sacrifice by Turner Bennett, and then it has been 4 consecutive hits, including 3 runs, 3 RBI hits, as now Blake Fish gets his second opportunity here with a runner on first. That one gets away, and now the runner moves up. Quite the inning so far here for the Saydel Eagles. With 1 down, they have posted 4 runs and now lead this by a 5-1 mark. The Eagles just sneaking into the rankings here earlier. Again, this is their first time into the rankings here in 2025 at number 16 in the latest polls. Boone, top 12. The next pitch, that one off the shoot tops, that one gets him. And a runner headed on as Blake Fish with his first trip onto the base pass here. And Adam Mine right back up to the plate. He reached via error and was thrown out at third last time up. He's got quite the opportunity ahead of him here. Of course, Coach Gebhardt not afraid to play small ball in this situation.
Number 16, Jimmy Bridges.
And now Jimmy Bridges doing the base running duties on first. Davies coming on out to have the conversation on the mound, which truly at this point is just got to be a kind of collect their thoughts, kind of gauge, strategic. In the end, this is a tough situation to be in, but a veteran like that certainly knows the plan, and so you got to love it when you have a veteran like Noah Davies behind the dish to help out. But now Coach Eastland will head out onto the mound. And we're going to look to see if this means a pitching change here. There have been 4 consecutive hits and a hit by pitch, and indeed, we will have a new hurler onto the base paths here. And we'll get that here for you here in just a second. But again, it has been a 4-run inning here for the Toreadors, for the Saydel Eagles, excuse me, as they take advantage of this one, a 5-1 mark. Boone trying to get their outs necessary to get back up at the plate. But we have a new pitcher, and we'll tell you who when we come back right here on the IA Baseball Network. Don't go anywhere. We have more coming on up. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here. The batting donut, I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that iBaseball sent you. Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we got more action here for you. It is Drew Hayworth stepping on up. He's had 4 innings so far this year, 5 strikeouts, 6 hits against him. And he is brought into a very tough situation with runners on first and second, just 1 down. 4 runs have already crossed the plate here in this one. It's been Saydel, and more. 5 hits total in the inning for the Eagles. That one sails outside. Make it ball 2. So a 5-1 early advantage here. And there you go. There was then the strike necessary. 2-1 here is the count. Again, 5 hits in the inning for the Eagles. They have posted 4 runs because of that. Lead this one 5-0. The 2-1 count, the look, the fire, and the delivery. That one gets hit high, but that will be out of play. We even it up now at 2 apiece. Again, the advantage in this series has gone to the Toreadors 7-3, but Saydel captured the last battle and so far leads this one by a 5-1 mark. Tried to get it about letter high on the outer edge, couldn't, and now brings it full. From Memorial Park here in Boone, the beautiful backdrop for our 3A non-conference battle. And a swing gets him, pulls the string, I should say, just a little bit, and gets him to swing through that one. And mine is set down, first strikeout of the game for Hayward. As now we get the number 9 hole man, Chase Sharp, back up to the plate. He singled his last time up. Represents number 9 here in a number of batters brought up here for Saydel. That one is a rocket, but that will be foul and just allowed strike number one. So it started with the top of the lineup in Braden Boston. We've had 5 hits, a hit by pitch, strikeout, and now we're at the number 9 hole man, the double leadoff, and Chase Sharp, who already has a single under his belt. Here's the look, now the fire. That one did catch the outer corner, nicely done at 1-2, and a chance to add potentially a second strikeout and get out of what has been a harmful inning here for the Toreadors. So the 1-2 look fire. That one is struck on a rope, and that'll be in. That'll be in fair territory. That'll play 1 run for sure. The throw will be mishandled a little bit out there at first. In the end, run does come on home, and we get a 6-1 advantage here for the Eagles.
Saydel advanced on the throw. Now batting second baseman number 1, Braden Boston.
And now for the second time here in this inning, Braden Boston will step on up to the plate and get his chance at it. He singled and scored his last time up. A healthy swing, but comes up empty on that one. 0-1 the count. 6-1 the advantage. 5 runs off 6 hits in this inning alone for Saydel. That one gets hit high. That one's going, but that will be playable out there and left as Youngblood will camp out under it for out number 3. But not before a plethora of Saydel offense bursts this game open. A 5-run lead is now taken into the bottom half of the inning. And when we come back, Boone will have to answer in a big way with the top of their lineup in more Davies and England when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA. Hey, everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We keep rocking here. Luke Moore, second time up here and trying to get things going and kick-started. James Townsley still on the mound, and that one gets set foul for strike 1. 11 combined hits here in this one, 9 of them belonging to the Eagles. Boone trying to add a little bit more onto that mix here. Normally a really prolific offense looking to get their break here. That one evens it up at 1 apiece. That one shot right up the middle. Nicely done going left side of the bag. And the throw will get him off as Jorgensen had to come off the bag to nab that one.
Next up for the
A nice play there in short is, again, we have exchanged, exchanged positions here. Hicks now at second. Boston is in short. But nonetheless, that's an infield, in legging in the infield single is Moore, and Noah Davies stepping on up to the plate here with no down. This would certainly be the chance if Boone wanted to get something started here. One of the more prolific guys at the plate to do so. That one is laced out there, and that will get into right center field. That will go all the way to the wall, and now we have a runner heading over to third, and there goes Davies standing in second. Nice shot for him, as that would be his second time onto the base pass, second hit of the game, as now Dylan England gets his second stop at the batter's box here in this one. And again, Moore advanced to third on the play. So now two runners in scoring position. England, a ground out victim his last time up. But man, do they need him more now than ever. That one's sailing outside for ball. Again, Boone did strike one run in the bottom of the second, but they trail this one 6-1. That one is hit right side. That'll find its way onto the grass, and that will play one. Davies coming around home. The throw. No, there will be no throw. And that's how Boone gets two more back here in this one as they cut that lead down. It's now 6-3.
Right fielder Tate Carlson.
And now as two runs come home on the Dylan England RBI single, Tate Carlson with his second chance, struck out his first trip back in the first. He'll swing through that one and put it foul, 0-1. So it's been quite the scoring inning here in the third. 5 for the Eagles, 2 so far for the Toreadors. Try to get out in front of that one, and that's strike 2. The 3 straight hits to start the inning in the bottom half for the Toreadors. They have answered what was a big inning for Saydel. That one on a 3-hopper gets by Boston. An error proven costly as that now puts runners back into scoring position here for the Toreadors. 2 on, which brings up now Cole Bowers to the plate.
First baseman Cole Bowers.
So still nobody down. Bowers flew out last time up, had a pretty strong hit. Would love to find some grass with a strong connection here. And he looks at a prime opportunity with nobody down. Boone has proven that they can go toe-to-toe with any offense here. Again, they started the season with 14 runs in the opener. And since then, they have a 10-8 win over Clear Lake. 18 runs put up in Game 1 against ADM, followed by 8 more in Game 2. So this offense very capable of going the distance. That one 3-0, and again, Townsley on the mound in jeopardy of potentially loading the bases here with one pitch. We'll see what the order is here at the plate. Clearly laying off that one, and that goes for ball 4 and a bases loaded situation. So now with the walk, we get Tyler Lindahl up at the plate. He also walked his last time up and later came around to score what was the first run of the game for the Toreadors. And now we have Coach Gebhardt coming out onto the field, and I'm not really thinking that this is anything more than a kind of a quick conversation. Like, hey, you got this, settle down. I think it does put urgency on this right now because, again, Boone has proven that they can put up double-digit runs in a heartbeat. So you don't want to give them that opportunity for sure. But maybe just kind of a calm down session out there on the mound. Hey, what's the strategy? What are we looking for? One of the things that you love is the third generation Gebhardt rocking it on the field. Again, it has been stellar to see that name continue and the lineage that has been for Saydel baseball. And so as Gebhardt will exit the field, it gives us a chance to remind you on Mondays, our High and Tight program comes your way, as well as our Rankings Reveal show. Cade Nissen and myself, we dive into all of our rankers' choices at where they ended up placing their teams and what the new shifts in each rankings are. Again, we go 1 through 16 and plenty of opportunity here. And now the empty count, that one too low outside. We go ball one. Again, we had 3 consecutive hits followed by an error and a walk. Everybody so far has reached the base pass for Boone in this inning. That one too far in, just off the knees for ball 2. So with the 2-0 count, now the delivery. And another 3-0 count. And, man, you just got to put one out there. Otherwise, you're walking home a run. Already 2 home in the inning for the Toreadors. Here's the look in the fire home. That one sails too far outside. And that walk will bring home Dylan England to score.
Up next, the second baseman.
As now it will be the second baseman Ryan Bowers to the plate to try and continue what has now been a 3-run inning. And by the way, still, this is a game with the inning with nobody down. All this offense is that one has been deemed a swing and then the strike, 0-1. This is an inning that we have not had a single out yet in the bottom half. 8 combined runs at this moment. We have a 6-4 ball game overall, and very typical for both these teams, really, but especially for the Toreadors. Typical to see them in kind of a high-scoring game. And we have the 0-2 count. Townsley with the fire. That one sails a bit up high. Wisely lays off that one. Bowers last time up did single. Didn't get a chance to score here, but with nobody down, he might get the chance to run all across the base pass here as well. He sends that one. That is going into shallow center field. Will they get the throw home? They will, but that throw is a little offline and a little too late. That'll be a sacrifice. That'll be a sacrifice RBI here for Ryan Bowers. And now that'll bring up the 8-hole man in Drew Hayworth, who is also now the pitcher here in this one. So with one down, we still have bases full of Toreadors. And the pitch, that one on the inner side, that's a no-go here for ball 1. All 4 runs have come either with somebody on the base pass here, so there has been a lot of damage done. That one swung through, couldn't connect, though, as we go 1-1. 4 of the 5 runs for Boone have come in this inning alone. I guess it's just something about this third inning which is causing the offense to absolutely go wild. We came into the inning with a 1-1 tie, and since then, 9 runs have crossed in this inning alone. That one gets sent back out of play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, just 1 down. There have already been 4 runners to have crossed the plate here. And now they'll look to fire that one. Got him rung up there. Strike number 3. Hayworth is set down on strikes. That will be the second strikeout of the day here for Townsley. As now we get the number 9 batter coming on up. Ironically, the number 9 hole in Landon Youngblood. He still has a chance with 2 down, although he needs to find the grass out there somehow. He'll half swing through that one, counts nonetheless, 0-1. Again, this is game 1 of the Twin Bill here tonight. More action coming on up after this. Here's the look and the fire. A nice hard pitch gets on over there for strike 2. And man, a third strikeout here from Townsley would be very much appreciated. And a chance to keep their lead intact. The 0-2. And the throw down to second. Nice attempt, though. Good job by Fish behind the plate here. Good, accurate throw, just not quite there on the connection. So we remain a 1-2 count and continue things here at the plate. A look from Townsley, the fire. That one keeps it alive. So as you can see there, our other camera, our infield cam, brought to you by the great folks at Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse. Check them out in Galena, Illinois today. That pitch is foul ball. That was a close one there as it really just danced along the line. And now all it ends up doing is making it a loud strike here. So we remain at 1-2, still 2 down. Plenty of offense here in this one. 11 combined runs. 9 of them have come in this inning alone. That one too far out of the zone, ball 2. So runners on first and second for the Toradors. And the number 9 hole man in Landon Youngblood up. That one right back from whence it came. Townsley with the snag and the pick. Pitchers sure are athletes too. Nicely done there. As the 1-3 putout will officially wrap up inning number 3. So despite the offense, despite all the action, we continue on, and we still have a Saydel lead in this one. It's a 6-5 mark, and we'll be back with more right after this here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey, everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great, you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to Insolites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Turner Bennett kicking us off here as we get another inning rocking here for you. Man, what an it was in the third. As we now, for the total, have 13 combined hits, 11 combined runs, and we're just entering the fourth inning of play here. And that dials in for a 1-1 count. The last half inning here for Boone had a trio of hits, 4 runs across the plate, 2 runners left on base. And they cut that deficit down pretty good at one point, 6-1. Now 6-5 is the mark. Saydel still leads this one. The 2-1 delivery had to duck a little bit there. Now 3-1 again. Hayward on the mound. He's already had a strikeout so far in this game, mark at 6 on the season for him so far. As he goes too far up and in, and that will plate a runner onto the base paths here.
Now batting for Saydel, the right fielder, number 5, Ryan Van Houten.
That looked to mark one of the first walks of the game here for Boone pitching. As now we get Ryan Van Houten back up to the plate, 1 for 2, I should say, with a single, and that single drove in a run. And now, what a play there, a double play chance, and they get him. That was an atom ball on the dirt, and there is not really a whole lot that the runner can do. Bennett, I mean, you go back to first and get tagged or try your chance at second, but wow, what a play as that turned out to be. As Van Houten ended up doubling off the runner at second, and now we have 2 quick down for the home run hitter in Cam Jorgensen. Again, Jorgensen has been perfect at the plate so far in this one. He is a perfect 2 for 2 and has driven in 3. The 0-1 sails high. Again, it was that towering home run to right that just kept floating and put on rocket boosters at the end. And that was a 2-run home run back in the third from Jorgensen. Lays off that one for ball 2. So from Memorial Park, this non-conference battle set. That one in there for a strike despite the check swing, 2-2. Heart of Iowa Conference here for the Saydel Eagles. The Raccoon River Conference for the Boone Toreadors. The RRC, which has continually put at least one team at the state tournament for the last handful of seasons. So the Raccoon River Conference has been one that you go through the gauntlet, you're going to end up being one of the final teams left standing in 3A. Now we have a full count here to Jorgensen. The pitch, and that will be ball 4 on the outer edge, low and away. That will make it a runner onto the base pass. So count Jorgensen 1 for 2 with a walk here, 2 for 2 with a walk. And now Brady Hicks stepping on up to the plate. He is 1 for 2. He doubled last time up. We talked about his bat improving. He has seen that already. That one gets laced, and that one is off the third baseman. And Dylan England unable to make a play on the bounce back. So the shot, and that, unfortunately for the Toreadors, goes and falls as an error, and that will put 2 runners onto the base pass. So again, following the error, we get James Townsley trying to help out his own cause here. Townsley 1 for 2, singled back in the third. And Davies keeping am honest. Wow, that was a close play out there at first. And so here we go. Cloudy, overcast day here, but perfect temperature to play baseball. That one chopped left side. That'll be foul. So 1-1 is the count with 2 down. Via walk and an error, the Saydel Eagles have been able to put 2 runners onto the base pass to try and extend on their lead. Here's the 1-1. That one easily lays off at 2. So as always, please go ahead and like, subscribe, spread the word, give us your comments, thoughts, and more. Appreciate all that you have so far in what has been a very fun season here in 2025. That one gets hit high. That one backs up just a little. Coming on to the right is Moore, and he'll catch that in shallow right center field for out number 3. So despite 2 runners onto the base pass, nothing happening in this one, although Saydel still holds on to that 1-run advantage. It's 6-5, and it's the bottom of the 4th inning, and it will be the top of the order once more for more Davies in England when we return on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Moore is the batter as we get rocking here for the Boone Toreadors. And it's James Townsley to once again be back on the mound here for the Saydel Eagles through now 67 pitches thrown in this game so far. Moore so far in this one is 1 for 2. Flew out in the first, singled, and later scored in the third. Now the look in the fire. That one too far in. That would be even at 1-1. Again, check out every Monday we give our new team rankings. And of course, coming on up here in the next few weeks will be our position rankings as that one is shot out to Boston. The pick and fire across the diamond nails him at first. Just hard enough to make it a hard play here on the run for Moore. In the end, Boston with a nice throw. And the 6-3 putout will give us out number 1 for Noah Davies. And Davies has been perfect too. He's 2 for 2. A single back in the first and stolen a base. A double back in the third, and both times he came around to score. That one gets hit high. That will be playable. Camped out will be Soma. And he'll capture the out for a quick out number 2. And that'll bring up Dylan England to the plate. England is 1 for 2. A 2-run single back in the third helped out his cause here. Right now he's trying to keep things from going too far. And that one's right up the middle from whence it came. And that's how you do it. Hit them where they ain't. Right up the middle, right past Townsley. As that is his second hit of the ball game here to bring up Tate Carlson. Carlson has gone officially 0 for 1, but reached on an error back in the third. That one fouled back here, 0-1 the count. Again, our timeline brought to you by RDA Financial. We've had one run by the Eagles in the top half of the first, one run by the Toreadors in the bottom half of the second, as that one swung on for strike two. And then from there, the rest of the runs all came in the third. 5 runs for the Eagles in the top half of the third, 4 runs for the Toreadors in the bottom half of the third. And that's where we stand right now at a 6-5 advantage for Saydel. England taking off to second. And that will not be the strike 3 that Fish behind the plate thought it was. So in the end, stolen base credited to England, his first of the game. Second stolen base of the game for the Toreadors, as we have a 1-2 count with 2 down. Runner taken off to third. That will be a slow roller hugging the line, and they are going to call it foul. That would have been a very hard play to make, getting it to first regardless. In the end, it goes Saydel's way as it runs on the wrong side of the chalk line. And now we remain a 1-2 count. Still 2 runners down. England stands on second. Carlson looking for his first hit in the ball game. And the look. And that one swung through and called strike 3. Sets him down. Townsley gets out of the jam there. That would be picked up his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. And so despite the hit, despite runner in scoring position, Boone can't even up the score. It's still all knotted at 6-5 in favor of the Eagles. And when we come back, we'll have more Fish, Mean, and Sharp right after this.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Brown here on the iBaseball Network. Game 1 of the doubleheader between Saydel and Boone. And we keep rocking it here with Blake Fish up at the plate. The 0-1, he lets that one go high and wisely does. He evens it up at 1 apiece. We've had quite the offensive game so far. Through 4 innings, through 4 and plus innings now, we have a 6-5 lead in favor of Saydel, who plated 5 runs in the third, 1 in the first. And they hold that advantage here into the top half of inning number 5. And that one gets hit high. That one gets hit hard left side. And that is off the wall in left field. Fish will be headed around. He'll slide into second for the stand-up double. Nicely done there. Nice rocket shot.
Third baseman, number 3.
As Fish will pick up his first hit of the game, his second trip to the base pass. Adam Mine back up, looking to get his first official hit as well. Bunt attempt, but wisely lays off that one as Bowers comes storming in from first. So again, Bowers standing right in line with the pitcher. They're not going to try and let this bunt go down if it does happen. But so far, Hayworth too high and inside pitches not tempted here by Mine. So the 2-0 count, and now the delivery. That one nicely framed, but not framed well enough. We go 3-0. And again, Bowers, the first baseman here for Boone, well up, almost right in line here now with the pitcher here in Hayworth. Trying to not succeed that bunt. Trying to keep the runner at second. Lays down the sign, but pulls it back. In the end, it's in there for strike one. Mine looking to pick up hit number 5 on the season. Should he connect here? Look in the fire and swings through on a healthy hack on that one. Ends up now bringing it full. So strong job out of Hayworth right now. Gets to a 3-0, has brought it full now. And the pitch, that one gets sent high, and that one is tailing in. And that will be out on the run. Some communication there, and in the end, Youngblood picks up the out on a nice play and sets down a tough batter there in Adam Mine. Is now Chase Sharp stepping on up to the plate. Sharp has singled in both trips to the plate, has an RBI under his belt as well. He ropes that one out to first. Bowers with the pick, and he'll end up capturing the out. So we exchange now 2 outs for a runner at third for the Eagles.
Boston.
So with the one unassisted, Braden Boston stepping on up. He is 2 for 3, has a double, a single under his belt, and a fly out. Scored both times he's been up onto the base pass. And he ropes that one left side, and that'll find its way in the gap. That plates one for sure. Boston will end up with a long single at that one. Nice play out there in the outfield by Youngblood and Moore. Way to go to keep that at a single. Meanwhile, in the long scheme of it, though, Saydel increases their lead now 7-5. That was a pretty impressive play out there in the outfield. Again, that could easily have ended up a double and then adding worse to wear. But in the end, Boston will pick up the RBI on just a single, bringing up Turner Bennett to the plate, and he'll send that one up the middle. England with the pick and lob over there to second, and he'll get the force out to retire the half inning. So 2 hits does produce 1 run here for the Eagles. They increase that lead now by 2, and it's a 7-5 ball game. Saydel coming out on front here in this one, and it will be Townsley back on the mound, ready to hurl when we come back right here on the iBaseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you coming along for the ride. Andrew Brown giving you the balls and strikes. All the action here from Memorial Park. A great backdrop here for our 3A battle, non-conference edition. Heart of Iowa and Raccoon River Conference. Up at the plate, Cole Bowers stepping on up, taking strike one. He is 0 for 1 with a walk so far in this one, and would certainly love to add a hit into the column right now. And he chops that left side. Mine with the pick, a deep fire across the diamond and gets him in time. He caught that one with the foot near the grass, so he had a little bit of room to work with. There you go. And he ends up getting the out there. So nice play by the third baseman. And now that brings up Tyler Lindahl to the plate. So Tyler Lindahl so far has had, he gets more production out of it, I should say. Didn't give me much chance there, as Lindahl already had a walk, 2 walks, in fact. One of them helped bring in a run, and now he gets hit by pitch. For the third time, he gets onto the base pass. And now Ryan Bowers, who is 1 for 1 with a sacrifice RBI, stepping on up to the plate. That one not quite in there. 1-0 the count. Again, Saydel has maintained a lead ever since they scored in the top half of the first. Boone trying to capture their first lead of the game here as we now are into the bottom half of inning number 5. That one, sent a slow roller out to Hicks. Only play will be to first, but he'll get it, and he'll get the out. And now we go to 2 down here. And we bring up the pitcher, Andrew Hayworth, to the plate. So far, he is 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout under his belt. Runner stands on second. Now the look and fire. That one gets away, and runner is heading off to third. So on the wild pitch, we end up putting runner on to third, and a chance for Boone to try and scratch across something here. It's 1-1 the count. Ken Hayworth looking to pick up his first trip onto the base pass. Would certainly love coming on a strike. Here we go. That one not quite in the zone, 2-1. Both Saydel and Boone coming in with just 1 loss. Trying to keep that in a nice swing, but just couldn't quite get enough of it to send it anywhere. 2-2 the count with 2 down. And Lindahl stands on third, and that pitch Not in it. Now brings it full. Boone trying to add at least one more onto the board. And they will be sent down, unable to get that rolling, as that strike high and outside, but caught enough of the zone to paint it. And that's how another strikeout happens. Mark that 4 on the game here for Townsley. And it comes in impeccable timing. Keeps the runner stranded at third. And now it'll be time for the top half of inning 6. When we come back, Van Houten, Jorgensen, and Hicks due up for the Eagles right after this.
RDA Financial Network is a
I love doing it. We go to all the state events. We work at all the state events, and you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa. It's cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the top half of inning number 6. Saydel gets their crack at it here. And we get shot right up there on a shallow shot out there to left field. But nice job by Chase Youngblood, as Van Houten will be set down on his first pitch on the flyout. And Cam Jorgensen, who has been just unstoppable here in this game, he is officially 2 for 2 with a walk, has driven in 3. He's been a hard guy to get out. In fact, impossible here in this one. Takes a look at a strike, a letter high on the outer corner. The Eagles have not trailed here in game 1. This is game 1 of 2 here tonight. That one gets hit high, but that will be playable in shallow center field. Coming on will be Davies, and he'll make the catch on the run. Nice play. And 2 pop-ups have now put 2 quick down here for Boone defensively. And now we come up with Brady Hicks, who has struck out, doubled, and reached via error in 3 trips. That one too far in the dirt as well. We go 2-0 the count. So continue to give us your highlights from Twitter, X, I should say, Instagram, Facebook. Shoot us your big-time moments, your big-time plays, and any big stat lines. We want to hear about it because we want to put it and highlight it all across social media and on our High and Tight show every Monday that we'll be giving you, as long with our performance of the week and amazing things seen this week segment. So plenty of chances to get your stuff in. And again, every time we look at player or performance of the week, it is all voted on by you, the fans. So make sure to get out on Facebook every Sunday and vote for your performer of the week. As with 2 down, Hicks make sure they don't go 1, 2, and 3. Both teams have had at least one runner onto the base pass in every inning so far. James Townsley stepping on up for his 3rd trip. 1 for 2, struck an RBI single back in the 3rd. That one sailing a bit high on him. 1-0 here. Again, Hayward has come in relief of Reed Carr and has done some pretty solid work, has not allowed very much in the way of offense from Saydel, although I should maybe halt on that just a bit because Saydel has added a couple more to their ranks and now leads 7-5. But now Hayward's a little bit in trouble. A 3-0 count with a runner on first, trying to get that third out. That one not quite in the zone, and that will put 2 runners on. So back-to-back walks for Blake Fish. And Fish, last time up, he struck a double. Officially 1 for 2 and hit by pitch back in the third, excuse me. And Davies comes out to have a quick conversation, and we're back. So Hicks stands on first. Hicks stands on second, and now Townsley will be pitch run for. As we have Coach Eastland coming on to the mound and having a little conversation here. My guess, by looking at it, as we, actually, no guessing right now, we will have a pitching change here. As we will go ahead and give you that pitching change when we return. We have more coming on up after this. It's iBaseball from Memorial Park in Boone. We'll be back after this.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events. We work at all the state events, and you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa, which is cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New pitcher here to tell you about as we go ahead and get you rocking. It'll be Connor Scoggins doing the duties here in his first varsity action on the mound in 2025. His first chance to get things rocking here from Memorial Park, home of the Boone Toreadors. But for right now, he's going to have to try and get himself and the Toreadors out of a jam here as Blake Fish stepping on up to the plate with 2 runners on and 2 down. Look and the fire. That one, a hard heater in there, but too low, ball 1. And both of these teams in the top 16 rankings here for the iBaseball polls across week 3, into week 3, I should say. That pitch a little too high. Again, Saydel entered the rankings here for the first time in 2025 after a 4-0 week. Meanwhile, Boone, they remained pat at number 12 in the rankings. That one gets hit high, and that will be into middle right field, and that will be out number 3 that they need. So only a few pitches, and Blake Fish will fly out to right and end the half of the inning.
For the Toreadors in their half of the 6th inning.
So now we get the chance to strike on with the bottom half of the 6th inning, and it will be 9-1-2 as we get return for Boone right after this on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get the bottom half of inning number 6 rocking. As Adam Mines stepping on up, the 100K hurler from last season, and gets up to try and close things down here with a couple innings save. And he starts him off with a strike. Now 1-1 count. He comes in relief of Townsley, James Townsley, who went 5 innings, 4 strikeouts, allowed 5 hits, 3 walks through 89 pitches. And meanwhile, on the other side of things, for the Toreadors, Reed Carr started the game, went 2 1/3 innings pitched, allowed as that one is swung through for the strike and an out. Reed Carr allowed 6 earned runs, 1 strikeout. And Drew Hayworth just wrapped up with 3 1/3. He had 4 walks issued, 1 earned run crossed, but he did have a strikeout as well. And of course, Connor Scoggins is in relief here for the Toreadors as we continue on. But it's the bottom half right now. And with 1 down and a strikeout for Mine, he's looking for number 2 with that healthy swing to come up empty. So again, Luke Moore, who is 1 for 3, singled back in the 3rd. Lays off that one in the dirt, 1-2. We have Brady Hicks moving over to 3rd. Jurgensen stays at 1st. Nice breaker, but too low to make anything of it. Evens it up now at 2-2. Set now the fire from Mine. A nice get me over breaker, froze him, and that's another quick strikeout there. Strikeout 2 already through 2 batters, and now Noah Davies stepping on up to try and avoid this from being a 1-2-3 inning. Again, Mine, a 100 strikeout hurler the year prior. He already had 24 entering this game, now with 27. Or 26, excuse me. And he painted that outside corner perfectly, evens it up now with a 1-1 count. 2 already gone via the K. And he'll look and he'll fire. Got some heat behind it as he puts now 1 and 2. Great. It's a great opportunity for Coach Gebhardt to have mine to be able to put in a relief role here. In the end, again, Townsley did go a pretty good distance. 5 innings, 4 Ks, 3 walks, all through 89 pitches. And now mine with the 2-strike count. Couldn't quite find it, now brings it full. And 12 walks entering this doubleheader here for Noah Davies. And he'll chop that one foul, have to walk off a little bit. And Saydel led by Coach Gebhardt. Boone led by Coach Eastland, who is, again, 2 of the, I think, premier coaches in the state. And we get them in the Class 3A ranks. And both of these teams, 20-game winners from a season prior. And the off-speed had him swinging on that one. Davies set down on strikes, and that's what mine did to the entire side there as he goes 1-2-3, the first 1-2-3 inning we've had in this game, and it all comes via the K there, and we remain at a 7-5 advantage in favor of Saydel. So with that, we are going to officially wrap up inning number 6. It's the do or die 7th when we come back. And when we do, it will be mine, Sharp, and Boston for the Eagles when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It's so great you can see it from the comforts of your car or even your own home. That's right, you can put it onto almost any type of post out there, run the wire right through it, and that's all you need to do. Because Insulites goes with the pulse of the fence. So if there is no pulse, there is no flashing light, helping you locate where a problem may be or where a problem may exist that you didn't know was happening. It's simple as that. So you don't need to ground anything, add any bulky equipment, or shock yourself to test if your fence is working. All you need to do today is head to insulites.com and get you some, and you will not be disappointed. It's simplicity at its finest. So go ahead to insulites.com today and get you some. Oh, and by the way, make sure to tell them that IA Baseball sent you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. Andrew Brown here, helping to give you what is the 7th inning as we get rocking here, top half of the 7th inning. And now Cooper Lindahl doing the duties in pitch hitting for Adam Mine. Again, Connor Scoggins on the mound, his first time pitching in varsity action here in 2025. And that one's laced out there, the third. The pick, the fire from Lindahl all the way across the diamond. Nicely done. That's how you draw it up. That's what you want. And the first pitch here, and goes for a loud 5-3 put out, and then Chase Sharp up to the plate.
Next up, number 10, Chase Sharp.
Sharp has been pretty sharp so far. 2 for 3. Has 2 singles, has driven in a run. And he'll lay off of that one here for ball 1. Again, game 2 coming up in a separate broadcast after this one. That one too low to count anything with here, 2-0. Again, the Eagles struck for 1 in the first. 5 in the third, and one more in the fifth. That's where we stand right now. That's a 7-5 advantage. Saydel has not trailed in this game, but it certainly has been a close one for most of it. The 3-0 count, that one's too low, and that'll be the first walk of his varsity pitching career here for Scoggins, as he'll put a runner onto the base pass. As we go to the top of the lineup here in Braden Boston, he has 3 hits in this one, officially 3 for 4. He has 2 singles, a double, and has an RBI under his belt. So he has been very productive here with the bat. He has a chance with a runner on to do even more. And so the 1-0, or 0-1, excuse me. Third pitcher of the game here for Boone. Up against the number 2 hole man. Again, Boston came around to score twice, has driven in one, and has been pretty active with the bat. Also had some really fine defensive plays here in this one. Here's the 1-1. So look in the fire. That one too low. And the 2-1 count. That one will fire and catch the outer third, low and away just enough, as now we bring it even 2-2. Despite the run total here, there has been 1 inning of scoreless ball, but that's all that there's been. That one gets roped out there. That will find the outfield grass, and now taken off to second, headed to third. And we will now have runners on the corners here. And Saydel gets some more action working. And again, if we revert back and remind you, back in the third inning, it was 1 run that ended up doing a whole lot of damage after that. Again, it was with 1 out that Saydel ended up putting up their 5 runs in the third. So now Turner Bennett stepping on up. Looking for his first official hit here. He'll lay down a bunt attempt, pull it back, and the throw down will nab the runner at second. Noah Davies with a sharp throw behind the dish. Nicely done, as he will get the out. And a nice attempt by Boston, but he will be shot down trying to steal. And now with 2 down. And the 1-0 count to Bennett. And he'll hit that one high, and that one will be playable at first. And coming up, camping out under it will be Bowers, and he will officially get it there. The tides have turned just a bit, and that ended up what could have been a scoring opportunity changed, and now it still remains a 2-run advantage for the Eagles. Last chance here for Boone. They need 2 to tie it, 3 to win it, and we'll be back with this exciting conclusion here in this one right after this.
Hey everybody, got something special for all you electric fence owners out there. It's called Insulites. The LED
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit rdafn.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again for tuning in. Andrew Brown here, giving you the balls and strikes and everything in between as we get ready. Bottom of the 7th, here we go. Appreciate you coming along with us here in this 3A battle. And a top 16 battle between the 16th ranked Saydel, 12th ranked Boone. The 0-1 now changes quickly to 0-2. Last half inning, the Toreadors went down via strikes 1-2-3. Dylan England trying to stop that trend right now, but he's down 0-2 in the count. That one laced left side, but foul. Boone has scored 1 in the second, 4 runs in the third, and has been scoreless since. That one shot on a roller deep in the hole. Boston with the pick and the fire across the diamond. Not in time. Legging it out. Way to go, Dylan England. That's a star type of play as he singles on the infield and take Carlson with a chance to get something rolling here. Carlson so far 2 strikeouts, but has reached via error. Would love to poke one into the gap here. That one sails too high and outside, 1-0. And game 2 following this game here today. The series has been in favor of Boone, 7-3, but Saydel looking to go on a 2-game win streak should they end up pulling it out here. And laying a bunt attempt, but pulling that one back nonetheless. We go to a 3-0 count. And both teams coming in with just 1 loss on the docket. The 3-0 delivery. That one too far inside, letter high. And now we go. And we have a base runners on first and second. Cole Bowers now stepping up to the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk, which came in the third. And we will look to have a pitch runner here. Kian Lehman will step on up and do the pitch running duties.
Pitch running for the Toreadors out at first base.
And again, up at the plate is Cole Bowers. Again, he is 0 for 2 with that walk. And he now gets a chance to step up with nobody out, 2 down, bunt attempt, but pulls that one back in the end, ball 1. Again, the stream brought to you by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois, helping to bring our mid-season event coming on up here in just a few weeks from now. That one pulled away, ball 2. Tried to get something working out there, but in the end, everybody remains pat, and we continue on with a 2-0 count. It was a big third inning that broke the scoring open from a 1-1 tie. So outside of that third inning, there has just been 3 combined runs. All the rest of it coming in that third. Coach Eastland trying to get his team back in a couple more runs at least to try and extend this game. Right now, they're looking pretty good against Adam Mine, who has walked one already and now has walked two.
Now batting for the Toreadors, third baseman Tyler Lindahl.
So now with the bases full of Toreadors, and first, second, and third, we have England, Carlson, and Bowers from third to first. And now Tyler Lindahl stepping on up, takes a strike. Lindahl so far has walked twice and been hit by a pitch, so he has found a way onto the base pass. Maybe not the way he would have really liked, but he's been a big contributor so far to this team. The 0-1 pulled the string just a little bit on him here, but in the end dropped it nicely for strike two. And that one sails a bit high. We even it up. So preferably a strike into the gap. That one to second. The pick, the fire over to first, and it gets away from him. An error will be charged. One runner coming on home. The throw, the tag will be applied in time. But England still gets across, so one more run crosses the board here for the Toreadors, and they still have 2 outs to work with.
Now batting second baseman Brian Bowers.
So the error does plate one. And Adam Mine on the play ended up getting roughed up a bit. Looks like he may have gotten tagged on the way to make the play. And he is holding that arm out. Holding that arm out, and we're really not sure what that means exactly. Going to have a trainer come out and look at him. Certainly, one thing is that is the scary point about that is when a guy like Mine ends up coming out and showing that arm like that. I wonder if it's just a bandage type thing, because it doesn't seem like he's writhing in pain right now. It seems like he's walking pretty comfortably, but it does look like maybe it's a scratch, maybe something there, something to get tape on there. Maybe you're bleeding just a little bit. So ultimately, it doesn't look as though there's some structural damage done. Maybe just some surface level stuff. I guess that's all. As baseball fans, I think we should hope for. Certainly for Saydel fans, you're hoping for that. In the meantime, though, it is a 7-6 ball game. The error had out there in second base ended up allowing the runner to come on home, which now has decreased that Saydel lead to 1. But throughout this game, it has been nothing more. It has been a Saydel lead. So now they're coming out to have a little chat with the umpire, making sure everything is kosher there. Mine looks to be ready to go here. He looks to be set and ready. Again, doesn't seem like anything else aside from, a little bit of blood on the skin. So he's getting set, doing some warm-up pitches. Gives us a chance to go ahead and remind you to check out what we've got going every single Monday. We will be giving you our Rankings Reveal Show. And that Rankings Reveal Show will give you what's going on in all 4 classes, 1 through 16. Cade, Nissen, and myself break down all that there is, the changes, the movement, and the landscape that is ever moving in all classes here in Iowa. So with that, we now get back to it. Runners on the corners. 1 run has already come on home with 1 down here for Boone. Ryan Bowers up at the plate. Signals bunt, pulls it back. In the end, doesn't matter. Boone needs 1 to tie it, 2 to win it. Line with the throw. That one caught the edge out there. That's been a little bit of a consistent call here today. The 0-2 count. And he got him swinging there. And now Boone down to their final out here as Mine will pick up his 4th strikeout of the game. And now we have a pitch hitter, Tyus Carlson, up at the plate. He's trying to get something rocking here for Boone. So far, he has just 1 total base under his belt through 6 at-bats. His first pitch, he sees dialed in there for strike 1, down to their final 2 strikes here in this. Boone has already put 1 run home here in the bottom half of the 7th. The pitch. That one right back up to Mine. He will look him down at first, and he will get it for the win. Adam Mine closes the door, and Saydel takes this one in game 1. 7-6 is our game 1 final.
Score was 7-5.
7-5, excuse me.
7-6, I'm sorry. You said it right.
All right, never mind. I got it right, folks. In the end, 7-6 is the final here in this one, and it was a heck of a performance offensively from both squads here. A fun game if you're a fan of a lot of good hits, and we saw a lot of that here. Some good pitching in there as well, and it ended up helping Saydel to close this one out as they take this one 7-6. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. We'll wrap things up here for game 1. Don't go anywhere. The post-game report brought to you by Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse coming up.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit rdafn.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Brown here with IA Baseball. I'm here at the PBR Spring League, but man, there's a whole lot of good that I want to talk to you about outside of what's happening on the fields, and that includes the batting donut. That's right here, the batting donut. I would urge anybody to check out. It is a really cool way to help improve your confidence and boost your energy, boost your endurance, all by slipping this onto your bat. That's it. And hey, look at that. You got sprinkles, you got everything. It's the whole package. And by the way, they come in pink as well. They come in 9 and 16 ounce versions. So go ahead and check that out as soon as you get the chance. A great way to help boost your swing and boost the confidence of your swing as well. So again, if you get the chance, hey, check out the Batting Donut and check them out at the Batting Donut online or hit them up at sweetenyourswing.com. And while you're there, let them know that IA Baseball sent you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. We wrap up game 1 like this. We'll take a look at our RDA Financial Scoreboard, brought to you by Casmium Sports. And the final box score looks like this. 6 runs on 6 hits, 8 left on base for Boone. Meanwhile, the winning Saydel Eagles, they're victorious off 7 runs, 12 hits in this one, 10 runners left on base. And certainly what a battle this was between both of these squads here. We knew we'd get something like that coming in, and surely we got quite the game. In the end, 9 runs came in the 3rd inning, And again, just a trio of runs came anywhere else in the game. So a lot of the action came in that third inning, and that's where we got a bulk of the runs and the hits. In the end, one of the things as we look at what both these teams were able to do is put on quite the show. It was, again, who ended up capturing or taking, or really capturing their moment, right? Who ended up taking advantage of the opportunities that were given to them. And in the end, Saydel did that the most. And they ended up 4 for 7 with runners as leadoff batters. They ended up 5 of 14 with runners in scoring position, 8 of 21 with runners on base overall. Meanwhile, for the Boone Toreadors, the big thing that you have to circle on in the stat book, 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Just one hit with runners at second, third, or beyond, and they just could not end up pulling them over more runs when they needed them the most. Even with that said, it was still a one-run ball game. But when you're a team like Boone and you know that you can score in bunches and do a little bit more, that mark can kind of get to you a little bit. Again, just 1 of 12 with runners in scoring position across game 1. But one thing's for sure, this is a Boone squad that they can bounce back just as good as any other team. Again, they have one loss on the year, and it's proven because of it. You know, they've had a really good run so far, and again, against a good ADM team, they took them to the woodshed in a sense. They had an absolute stellar outing in their last outing, and could easily see that here across in game 2. But again, in the end, what we have here is two teams who have battled close. Again, our inning by inning look here, it was Saydel to jump out first with a 1-0 lead, followed by a Boone evening the score in the second inning. And then, like I said, 9 runs crossed the plate in the third combined, 5 from Saydel, 4 from Boone. And from there, each squad posted up 1 each across the rest of the game. 1 for the Saydel Eagles in the 5th, 1 for the Boone Toreadors in the bottom half of the 7th. So that is your Casmium scoreboard update, again brought to you by Casmium Sports, helping to provide all the stat detail across the 2025 season here for IA Baseball. Make sure to check them out for your program, for yourself, just for all over. So check them out, see what they can do for you. Casmium Sports online today. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will go ahead and, again, wrap up our broadcast here. The winning pitcher, James Townsley, goes 4 strikeouts through 5 innings, 3 walks, 89 pitches. Adam Mine with his first save of the season. And the loss goes for Boone goes to Reed Carr on the day. Hey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut off this broadcast. Game 2 coming on up on a brand new edition, so don't go anywhere. Stay right here on the IA Sports across the IA Baseball Network. So until we see each other in about 20 minutes from now, stay safe.